Good morning. So for today, before we start with our lecture, may I ask you to close your eyes and remember all the things that you have seen when you wake up this morning. Okay? So may I know what are the things that you have seen? Very good. So you have apple, what else? Car? Okay, very good. So those are actually an example of what? Yes, so this is, those are examples of matter. So when we talk about matter, it is anything that occupies space and has mass. Now, when you saw the bicycle, the buses, what else? Yes, your soft drinks. So those are considered as matter. So again, when we talk about matter, it is anything that occupies space and has mass. Now there are two classifications of matter. So what are these two classifications? You have the pure substances. Pure substances and a mixture. So later, after our discussion, you will have a hands-on experience on what are the difference between these two. So we have, when we talk about pure substances, you have keywords here. So pure substances has fixed composition, and distinct properties. So pure substances may be an element or a compound. So these are the two classifications of pure substances. You have the element and a compound. So again, I will reiterate that later we'll have our hands-on activity for you to know the difference between these two classifications. So for element, we all know that we have the periodic table of elements. So last time, I asked you to bring your periodic table of elements. So kindly look at your periodic table of elements. Yes, basically those are now under pure substances. And those are elements. Now elements are classified into three. So kindly look at your periodic table of elements. So you have there below, you have a line that looks like a stair. That is what you call the borderline element. Yes. So can you see it, guys? Very good. So above that, that is what you call the non-metal. So those are the non-metals. So can you give examples of the non-metals?
Plastic.
Yes, okay. And then we have metals. So metals are found below the borderline elements. So example of this, can we give example? Yes, very good. That's sodium. So those are now under metal. Now, the borderline element that you see is actually what you call the metalloids. So these are the classification of elements. Now, a combination of two or more elements is what you call a compound. So when you combine two elements, so for example, sodium plus chlorine is sodium chloride. So sodium chloride is known as a compound. Now this compound are also known as base, acid, and salt. Okay? So when you combine two or more pure substances, you will form a mixture. So please do not be confused between a compound and a mixture. So again, you will see it later, what is the difference by using those materials that I told you to bring. Okay? So mixture can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. So for example, you have an element. You have here element sodium plus chlorine. So this element plus element is equal to a compound. correct? Now, if you will combine water here, so sodium chloride plus water, this is what you call the brine water. So sodium chloride plus water is already under mixture. So it is a combination of 2 or more pure substances. Now, what would be the difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture? So for example, when you make coffee, what do you need?
Water.
Water. What else?
Sugar.
Sugar. And then you need
Coffee mix.
coffee mix. Yes, it is creamer, right? And then you have
Ground
coffee powder. So when you mix it, it's already a mixture, correct? Once you mix it, it's already a mixture. But take note, you can no longer identify where is the sugar, where is the water, where is the creamer, and where is the coffee. It's already mixed, and it is in its uniform appearance. So it is homogeneous mixture. So a homogeneous mixture is also known as a solution. Okay? Now, how about for heterogeneous mixture? I know the most common food here in Thailand is pad thai. Is it right? So can you give me the ingredients of pad thai?
Sauce.
Sauce, what else? Peanut. What else?
Mung bean sprout.
Mung bean sprout. So when you mix it, it's already a mixture. But you can still identify the mung bean, the different parts of the mixture. So that is known to be a heterogeneous mixture. So heterogeneous mixture is you can still identify which is which. So you can still see the different pure substances that was included in the mixture. Okay, so at this point, any question with regards to mixture and the pure substances?
No more, teacher.
You sure?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so can we, please do not forget to read in advance what are the what are the states of matter to be discussed next meeting. We'll have an activity now. Thank you.